love to know. The other day I calculated the Fahrenheit and I was at zero point 0.4, you guys, where I
Ouch.
am located. Ouch is exactly right. It is 3 sweaters, woolen socks, and I put on a heater and a humidifier. So my husband was like, you know what? I feel like I'm in the Caribbean in a bus station. And I said, well, perfect. That's what I'm going for. I think it's beautiful. So hello, everyone. We're so glad you're here. It's Sabrina here, Chili from Spoiled Agent. And I'm so glad you took the time to join us today. I'm here with my friend Natalia. And we're excited because, well, she's got great things to tell you about. I'm not going to steal her thunder. How are you today, Natalia?
I'm doing great. Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us from all over. I hear you, Boston. I know it's freezing. It is 82 degrees and sunny in St. Lucia right now. I'm actually based in Miami and it's about 82 degrees outside and sunny right now here.
Ah,
But we look forward to welcoming you and your clients to our gorgeous 2 resorts in St. Lucia. And for those of you that are in the frozen tundra, I am so sorry.
you see, and you're all like beautiful brown skin and your tank top. I just love it. You probably have your hair up because it's too hot to have it down.
Yes,
Mine is
yes.
purely for warmth. I want to, it's like my scarf. So, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone joining, Natalia Green is the Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Coconut Bay Beach Resort and Spa and Serenity at Coconut Bay. As always, we ask your kind help because Natalia, I mean, you got the VP here, everyone. Ask your questions and help us to ask those questions in the Q&A box because it does
Absolutely.
get buried when you're putting it in the chat. If you're joining us on Facebook, a big shout out. Thank you for joining us. We've got our live stream here with our US group. If you're joining us on Facebook, please, pretty please, add your questions into the comments section. So we're so excited. And without further ado, we'll let you get started, Natalia.
Thanks, Sabrina. So for those of you that are joining us from freezing Missouri and Kansas City and Boston and Cincinnati, I'm planning to bring you a little warmth today, not just from gorgeous St. Lucia, but how about some Chairman's Reserve as well? That's something to consider. In St. Lucia, we do manufacture our own rum, and your clients and yourselves, if you do come to visit us, do get to enjoy Chairman's on your visit. So let's go ahead and get started with our presentation for today. And thank you all again so much for joining us and taking time out of your schedules to learn about the beautiful Coconut Bay and Serenity on the stunning island of St. Lucia. So let's get started. Coconut Bay is our premium 4-star all-inclusive resort on the exotic island of St. Lucia. We are a short 5 minutes from the international airport. But for those of you that are not familiar with our island, St. Lucia is in the Southeast Caribbean. It's a short 3.5-hour flight from Miami, a 4.5-hour flight from JFK. For any of you joining from Canada, it's just a 5-hour flight from Toronto, 4.5 to 5 hours. The beautiful thing about our stunning island of St. Lucia is there is so much for your clients to do and see beyond the beach. Snorkeling, hiking, biking, zip lining, ATV tours, fishing, kite surfing, horseback riding. Again, a lot to do and see. Great adventures for your clients to do. Our island is small and it is volcanic, and there are so many activities across the island. Beautiful sights, beautiful rainforests, beautiful waterfalls. Now, on the island, there are 2 airports. There is the International Airport. The code for that is UVF, which is in the south of the island. And our 2 resorts are located just a short 5 minutes from the International Airport. Now, they say in real estate, it's all about location, location, location. Well, that's true for your client's vacation as well. And we are located an ideal 5 minutes from the International Airport, but we're also located on the south of the island, which is where all of the top attractions in St. Lucia are, putting your clients in a really great place for their vacation. and for their enjoyment to be so close. And this gives you an idea of what your clients will see and do and enjoy in that one stay at Coconut Bay. That's a little taste of the Coconut Bay experience. So, for those of you that are not familiar with our two resorts, so Coconut Bay is divided into two wings. Our Harmony wing, which you see on the left of your screen, is our adults only wing, and our Splash wing, which you see on the right of your screen, is our family friendly wing. Now, I will say this, if you're sending your family clients to the Splash Wing, you want to be mindful that our Splash Wing does tend to sell out Christmas, summer, and Easter several months in advance. So if you've got clients looking to travel to spend the holidays in St. Lucia, I highly recommend that you encourage them to book in advance. So our splash wing is on the splash wing is our water park, which you see here on your screen with the lazy river. The kids club is 50,000 square feet. We have the island's only resort petting zoo, the island's only resort paintball course, the island's only resort kite surfing facility. So we are a family friendly resort on the island. Again, our kids club is 50,000 square feet of indoor and outdoor space. The kids club does have its own splash pad, which you see here, and it does have indoor air conditioned play areas and then outdoor areas as well. Our kids club does accept babies to 12-year-olds, which is important for you to know. There are many kids clubs that do not accept babies. We do. We have sign in, sign out cell phones for the parents. We have our very own resort mascots, which are Coco and Loco. They're coconuts and they do make daily appearances on resort. Also, for the kids club, every child that registers in the kids club gets what we call a Coco pack. We do not have resort fees and there is no additional charge for this Coco pack. It includes a hat, a water bottle, a t-shirt, a backpack. They get to make their very own scrapbook during the course of their stay. And we also go through what we call our Little Scouts booklet that teaches our children, our little VIPs as we call them, a great deal about the island of St. Lucia, the turtles that nest on our beach. We do have multiple family-friendly activities during the course of the week, and evening activities for the kids 5 nights per week, and age-divided daily activities as well. So we are known as a very popular family-friendly resort on the island of St. Lucia for all of these reasons and for the amenities that the kids are able to enjoy, that families are able to enjoy during their stay. And for that reason, we've been honored to receive the Good Housekeeping Family of Travel Awards for 3 years in a row now. We're very proud of this accolade because this is not a voting award. We actually have to be inspected by the Good Housekeeping brand to receive these awards. And I think all of the things that we do for children and families on resort has earned us this recognition, and we're very proud of it. Now, our splash wing is divided into multiple room categories, and on our splash wing, we've got Garden View, Ocean View, Premium Ocean View, our Concierge Premium Ocean View, and then we also have 2-bedroom connecting rooms that are only available on the splash wing, and that is because we've got lots of multi-gen family groups traveling together. So if you've got clients that are booking, what tends to happen with us is the grandparents are booking the children and the grandchildren together. That's where we tend to see families requesting those 2-bedroom connecting rooms. You'll see here on the screen as well that the 2 bedrooms are configured either a king with twin trundle beds, which you see on the left of your screen, or two queen beds, sorry, which you see on the right of your screen. Again, that works really well for the multi-gen family groups. And speaking of groups, we do get a lot of groups at Coconut Bay. Now, you want to be mindful of the fact that when you send us a group, A group for us is 5 rooms staying 5 nights or longer, and they automatically get an extra 10% off the lowest available rates depending on the time of year that they are booking. So be mindful if you've got family reunion groups, destination wedding groups, we're seeing birthday groups, graduation groups, anniversary groups. When you've got those groups, be sure to reach out to our groups department who can help you with a group contract so you can secure that extra 10% off. In addition to that, the group leader gets perks based on the number of rooms that they bring. That works really well for our destination wedding groups because the bride and groom can earn 1 free night for every 5 rooms booked in that group. So imagine if you book a 20-room wedding, the bride and groom gets 4 free nights. Now, switching gears, we've just come from the splash side of the resort, which is the family-friendly side. Now we're switching over to the other side of the resort, which is our Harmony Wing. Our Harmony Wing is our adults-only wing, and on the Harmony side of the resort, we have 2 adults-only pools. We have an adults-only bar. We also now have 2 adults-only restaurants, which is a great feature to have. Again, if you've got multi-gen groups that are traveling together, honeymooners on a budget, girlfriends, getaways, Harmony works really well for all of those occasions. Now you see here we have our Harmony Tiki Bar, which is our adults only bar on the bottom right of your screen, where they will enjoy some chairmans during the course of their stay, of course. Continuing with Harmony, so on our Harmony Wing, the Harmony Wing is configured either king beds or 2 queens, and we do have multiple room categories on Harmony: Garden View, Ocean View, Premium Ocean View, and our Concierge Junior Suites. If you've got clients that are celebrating a special occasion, whether it's a honeymooner, anniversary couple, bride and groom, we highly encourage that you sell up to the Concierge Junior Suites. Those are only king beds. Now, we say Coconut Bay is a premium all-inclusive resort because of our extensive amenities on our 85 acres and our 1 mile of beach. Snorkeling, kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding are all included. We have tennis courts, basketball courts. We also have pickleball courts. We know that many of you are getting questions from your clients about pickleball. Pickleball is all the rage now. We have a total of 5 pickleball courts on resort, and this year last year and this year, we've done a pickleball tournament. So you'll be hearing more about that in a minute. Our daily activities also includes yoga, aqua fitness, of course, beach and pool volleyball. We have weekly rum tasting on resort, family tie-dye, Caribbean dance lessons. There's so much to do throughout the course of the week. This shot shows you an idea, again, of our tennis courts, basketball courts, and our pickleball courts. Switching gears to the dining and beverage options on resort, you want to be mindful of the fact that we have 9 restaurants, 7 bars spread throughout the resort. And we just opened our newest restaurant this month, and you'll be hearing more about that shortly. So 6 of our restaurants are a la carte. We have Asian, Italian, Caribbean fusion, and we now have our brand new vegan restaurant as well. This is Trattoria, which is our Italian/Mediterranean outdoor restaurant. Here we have our 2 casual eateries, our Jerk Treehouse, which is by the beach and by the pool, located adjacent to the water park, where your clients can enjoy the jerk pork, the jerk chicken. And then on the right of your screen is our Coconut Walk main restaurant, which is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner daily. And this month we added our newest and 9th dining venue, which is Seasons Veggie Bistro. This is an adults-only restaurant offering vegetarian and vegan cuisine. It was just added this month. We're very excited. Our guests already are loving it. And this video gives you a taste of the dining experience at Coconut Bay. I love seeing the hearts and the reactions. Thank you. So again, multiple dining options on resort. Of our 9 restaurants, 6 are a la carte. But in addition to that, we've got 7 bars situated throughout the resort, serving premium and top shelf liquors with no upcharge, no additional fees, and again, no resort fees. And you want to be mindful of that so you can share that information with your clients. There are many all-inclusives in the Caribbean that are charging resort fees. We do not charge resort fees at Coconut Bay. Our bars are situated throughout the resort. We've got poolside bars, we've got swim up bars, we've got beachfront bars. The swim up bar you see on the left of your screen, you might notice that has a two-sided section because we have an adult cocktail menu to the left. We have a kiddie mocktail menu to the right. The swim up bar is located on the splash side of the resort, so everyone can swim up and order. The lobby bar, which you see on the right of your screen, was just renovated this past September. We expanded the bar and we put a lovely granite countertop on it. This slide shows you our fabulous beachfront bar, which is our Paradise Beach Bar. It's got a great personality there. And last year, we also updated and revamped our Peter John's Sugarcane Caribbean Rum Bar. Now, this bar has the largest selection of rums, Caribbean rums on the island, and it's one of the largest selections in the Caribbean. And for that reason, we do rum tasting every week as an activity on resort. But we totally overhauled and modernized that Peter John's lounge area for your clients so they can have a wonderful area to sit and relax in as they're waiting for their dinner reservations in Silk, Calabash, or Veranda. Moving on, of course, our premium all-inclusive not just includes excellent food and beverage options, but nightly entertainment as well. Every night there's some form of different activity on resort. And 2 nights a week, we do themed dinners. On Tuesday nights, we do our country and Western night. On Saturday evenings, we do our Caribbean Carnival. And Caribbean Carnival, the highlight of the entertainment looks a little bit like this. Themed dinners are done out on the pool deck, and it is something for everyone to enjoy. So switching gears to relaxing now, we have our Oceanfront Sanctuary Spa. Now, our spa did just receive an entire facelift. We close every September for renovations, and during this past September, the spa got a total overhaul with new flooring, new countertops, new mirrors. The saunas and steam rooms were redone, and last year we also introduced 6 brand new oceanfront beach cabanas. So our sanctuary spa has 6 indoor treatment rooms and 6 oceanfront spa cabanas. Now, you want to feel comfortable in sending any of your clients that are looking for a romantic seaside escape, especially when it comes to some spa therapies. Our 6 new oceanfront beach cabanas also has outdoor showers. So it's a very sexy, very wonderful, romantic and relaxing experience to get that oceanside massage to the sounds of the ocean with our signature view of the Maria Islands. And of course, in our spa, we have all of the traditional treatments as well. So facials, scrubs, wraps. We also have our salon in the spa, so our brides can get their hair and makeup done in our salon. Our salon also got a total facelift during our September closure with new countertops and new mirrors. And of course, we do manis and pedis, waxing. The saunas and steam rooms, as I mentioned, are there as well. So your clients will have no doubt and enjoying their time on resort, not just with all of the daily activities, but with some downtime for some healthy relaxation as well. Now, for those of you that do deal with destination weddings at Coconut Bay, we have 5 amazing wedding packages. They are 100% customizable. And of course, we say that our Something Blue is always included. Our 2 oceanfront wedding venues have both been renovated in the last year. So we have a brand new gazebo and we have a brand new infinity edge at Eternity Beach. So for any of you who have clients who just got engaged over this Valentine's Day weekend and are looking to maybe not have that big expensive wedding at home, but are considering a destination wedding, now's the time to recommend Coconut Bay. And the beautiful thing is, again, we have our oceanfront gazebo, we have our Eternity Beach Pavilion, and we only do one wedding per day. And I will say that again, only one wedding per day, because we want our brides to have our undivided attention. So at Coconut Bay, not only do we say that something blue is always included, but our brides get to have her day, her way, with our undivided attention. We've got a pre-travel wedding planner that works with her from 1 year ahead of time all the way through until about 45 days before travel. And then we have an on-site wedding coordinator that works with our bridal couple from day of arrival through to day of departure. And weddings at Coconut Bay, I would say, is one of the highest levels of service that we provide, because we do all the planning, we do all the heavy lifting, so our brides can have a totally stress-free experience. Now, switching gears to events on resort. I mentioned earlier that we close every September for renovations. We close both resorts. September is low season, so we close. And for that reason, when we reopen in October, we do a Rum and Rhythms Festival. You see my handy dandy show and tell comes as a part of that. So we do Rum and Rhythms Festival every October for that reason. That's a great time to send your clients down on resort. October is still low season, so that tends to be the lowest rates of the year, the lowest airfares of the year. And during our Rum and Rhythms Festival, instead of rum tasting being a weekly activity, it is a nightly activity, and we feature all of the Caribbean rums. This past October, we even had some of our rum manufacturers who are our neighbors in Martinique. They came to Coconut Bay and they were sharing their rums and doing rum tasting of some of the Martinican rums. So if you've got clients that are rum aficionados, this is a great time to be at Coconut Bay. In addition to that, because of our pickleball courts, last year we did a pickleball clinic and tournament. Last year we did it in June. This year we're doing it in May. If you've got clients that are avid pickleball fans, this is a fun time to come. We do the clinic, we do the tournament, and the winner gets a trophy and participants get the t-shirt, Pickleball in Paradise. It's a super fun thing to do. And for those of you that are familiar with our resorts, I just want to run over really quickly. Every year we come out of the gate in October with a new list of renovations. This past year, as I mentioned, we did a total overhaul of our sanctuary spa. We had new countertops for the lobby bar, guest services, and concierge. We added a new cafe. This month, we added a new restaurant. We expanded the deck and redid the deck for Jerk Treehouse last September. We also added 11 private new oceanfront beach cabanas on the north side of our beach for clients to enjoy. And we are also in the process of renovating our Harmony Wing as well. Now, that's a 2-year project, and we expect to finish that hopefully by this summer. Because more than half of the Harmony rooms are overhauled already. So switching gears now, you want to be mindful of the fact of which section of Coconut Bay is best for your clients. Is it our Splash Wing, which is our family-friendly wing? Is it our Harmony Wing, which is our adults-only wing? Or, for those of you that are not familiar, we have Serenity. Serenity is our luxury suite resort. It operates completely independently of Coconut Bay, as it's all plunge pool butler suites. And this gives you a taste of what that Serenity experience looks like. So Serenity at Coconut Bay has been around now for this year will be 8 years actually, but I still think of her as new because every year she wins a new award. We won the USA Today 10 Best Readers' Choice Awards now, I think for 3 or 4 years in a row. The Lux Life Travel and Tourism Award we've received. We've been featured in Cosmopolitan.com is one of the 30 sexiest hotels in the world. And all of those recognitions are great, but the ones that we're the most proud of is these, and that is Serenity is currently ranked the #1 traveler rated resort on TripAdvisor of all of the resorts in St. Lucia. And for 4 years in a row, we were recognized as in the TripAdvisor best of the best, putting us in the top 1% of all of the hotels on TripAdvisor, which is a tremendous accolade because that's not me saying we're great. That's not you saying we're great, but that's a result of the traveler reviews from our guests on TripAdvisor. So Serenity is 36 plunge pool butler suites. Every suite has its own private plunge pool with butler services. They all have king beds, so it is adults only and couples only. Now, each suite ranges in size from 1,200 to 1,900 square feet of indoor and outdoor space. They all have really spacious bathrooms with soaking tubs and glass enclosed showers that are built for two. They all have 55-inch flat screen TVs. The dining options for Serenity are really amazing because Serenity guests have a stay at one, play at two opportunity. And what I mean by that is Serenity guests can enjoy all of Coconut Bay amenities, but it does not go vice versa. So they can dine inside the Great House, which is the main restaurant for Serenity, you see on the right of your screen. They can dine outside the Great House, which you see on the left of your screen. They can dine in a pool cabana. They can dine in a beach cabana. They can dine in the comfort of their very own suite, courtesy of their butler, or they can dine at any of the 8 restaurants at Coconut Bay. So the experiences are absolutely stunning and indulgent. And for Serenity's guests, they do not have to lift a finger and go to the spa will come to them. So they can have 24-hour room service, they can have in-suite spa services, they can even have snacks in a floating tray in their very own plunge pool, which is a lovely amenity. And again, they can enjoy poolside dining in Serenity, courtesy of their butler. They can enjoy beachside dining in their very own private oceanfront beach cabana, courtesy of their butler. And the beautiful thing about Serenity is with the butler services, each couple gets a butler cell phone. So when they choose to get dropped off in their oceanfront beach cabana, they get their butler cell phone, their butler packs them a picnic, uh, a cooler with their picnic for the day or for the half day. The cooler will have whatever they choose to have in it, whether it's water, sodas, beer, wine, champagne, bubbly, and their butler will pack them with their snacks, drop them off, and then they call their butler when they're ready to be picked up, whether it's 2 hours later, 4 hours later, 6 hours later. So our butlers do drop them off in a golf cart at their oceanfront beach cabana and then picks them up when they are ready to be picked up. Now, I mentioned that Coconut Bay has multiple wedding packages. Serenity has its own luxury wedding package as well. It's the Sapphire package. This can be done for an intimate elopement where you take your vows on a catamaran with the pitons as your witnesses. We have had some couples use this as an elopement. We've also had some couples use the Sapphire package for a very luxurious engagement. So if you've got clients that are looking for that next level kind of proposal, or maybe just an intimate wedding, I highly recommend the Sapphire wedding package. Now, something very important to note when it comes to Serenity is you want to encourage your clients to stay for a full 7 nights because we do what we call the Grand Romance Package. This is only available on direct bookings of 7 nights or longer, but with that 7 night stay, they get $1,200 in added value vacation inclusions. This is not a resort credit. Let me be specific about that. It is legitimate added value with a 7 night stay. Again, it's only available on direct bookings, but with that 7 night stay, they get an in-suite couples massage, a private island tour, a catamaran sunset cruise, and their half day in a beach cabana, plus more, all included with that 7 night stay. So it is an exceptional value. It's definitely the best luxury offer in the Caribbean. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't show you and tell you about all of the opportunities that your clients can see and do and enjoy during their 1 week stay at Coconut Bay. I did mention St. Lucia is a volcanic island, so not only do we have white sand beaches, but we have black sand beaches and rainforests and waterfalls as well. We have a chocolate making tour experience at Coconut Bay. They can also learn kite surfing. We have our very own surf shack with IKO certified kite surfing instructors. And of course, St. Lucia is known for our mud baths and our pitons. Those are the top attractions to do and see during a 1 week stay. But this gives you an even better idea of some of the tours. So you can see lots of fun things to do: snorkeling, hiking, biking, catamaran tours, ATV tours, Jeep safari tours, plantation tours, rum tours, chocolate tours. Again, so much to do and see and enjoy. Now, I mentioned that our two resorts are located a short 5 minutes from the international airport. When you come in that short ride from the international airport, you go to the left to our suites in Serenity, you go to the right to Coconut Bay. So Serenity Suites are not beachfront. However, they are a short 150 steps to the beach. But as I mentioned before, guests of Serenity do not have to lift a finger. Their butler will pick them up in a golf cart and escort them to their very own oceanfront beach cabanas. But this gives you an idea of how our two resorts are laid out. I do want to mention that we do have a new travel agent portal on both of our websites, on Coconut Bay's website and Serenity's website, so that you can book direct with us if that's your choice. And we are also working with Onyx to generate your commissions as quickly and accurately as possible. Now, speaking of commissions, both resorts, we do pay commission. For Coconut Bay, it's up to 15% commission. 10% on the wedding packages, 13% on direct bookings, 15% on direct groups. But in addition to that, you also earn rewards with My Booking Rewards. For those of you that are not familiar with that, when you register the bookings, you earn rewards per 7 night booking for Coconut Bay and Serenity, and all you have to do is register your bookings. So if you choose to book with your preferred tour operator, no problem. You would get the rewards, but not the commission. And for Serenity, the rewards are done a little bit differently. Serenity, as you can imagine, is our higher luxury suite resort. Because the rates are higher, your rewards are higher. So if you book Serenity direct, you get 15% commission. Plus, right now, we have a double bonus offer for bookings registered by the end of February, and that is subject to be extended. So instead of earning up to $150 bonus per 7 night booking, right now it's up to $300 per 7-night booking, and that is on top of the 15% commission if you book with us directly. If you book with your preferred tour operator, no problem. You still get the rewards of that double bonus for up to $300 per 7-night booking. So if you've got clients that are honeymoon clients, anniversary clients, luxury clients looking for that next level of attention, and they are traveling between March through June, be sure to register that booking so you can get that double bonus in Serenity. I didn't happen to see if any of you were coming in from Canada, but I do want you to be mindful of the fact that the flights into St. Lucia change by season. We've got the most flights coming in during the winter months now. We've got the least flights coming into the island during the fall months. But if any of you are located in the Chicago or Newark area, or if you've got clients coming from Chicago or Newark area, being mindful of the fact that United has changed their schedule. We used to have nonstop flights on United from Chicago and Newark only in the winter months. This year, yay, great news, they have extended through summer. So if you've got clients coming from those areas, you want to be mindful of the fact flight schedules change, but we've got nonstop flights from Chicago all the way through summer, which is great news for us this year. But again, flight schedules do change. From the New York market, we've got American Airlines and JetBlue. So just be mindful of that, and you can take some time and look those up. If any of you have got clients coming from Canada, we do have exclusive offers with Air Canada Vacations with their Aeroplan points and their Play program. So your clients can earn 4,000 points per booking at Coconut Bay, 12,000 points per booking at Serenity. That's based on 7 nights. Our contact information is here for our North American reservations office and for our UK reservations office. I don't think we have any UK agents on today, but we are happy to help you with anything that you need to close that sale or close that group. I have got Faith Spencer, who is our inside sales. Faith's email is right here, sales@cbayna.com. If you've got any questions about our rewards program, our travel agent portal, if you need any of our fact sheets for an event, maybe you're doing a wedding show and you want to share those details, or maybe you've got a group coming and you'd like to send the group some swag, please reach out to us. We are happy to send you details, anything that you need to close that sale or to keep your clients engaged. We've had multiple agents book groups with us, and we're happy to send you some swag to send to the group so that they can have it in advance of travel. We've got travel agents who also attend wedding shows who've asked for Serenity fact sheets or Serenity collateral. We're glad to supply you with that as well. So thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, so much for joining us today. We appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedules to learn more about our fabulous 2 resorts, Coconut Bay and Serenity, on the exotic south coast of St. Lucia. Be sure to put your questions now in the Q&A as Sabrina and I take some time to answer those questions. And what I'm going to do, Sabrina, in advance of that is I'm going to go back to this slide, sorry, because this tends to have a lot of questions about this slide.
Yes, thank you so much. And now you get a chance to have a drink of water or chairman's reserve or whatever you prefer to keep your voice going. We won't ask. Okay, so I got a few actually requests asking for a copy of the presentation. Is that something they can request through Faith, or is there, maybe they should ask their specific information they need? What do you suggest?
Yeah, it's easier to, I don't have the presentation in a format that I'm able to send it out to everyone. However, most of the videos in my presentation are available on either the Coconut Bay YouTube channel or the Serenity YouTube channel. And that tends to be what a lot of our agents like to share is the videos, because you can send those links out to your clients, you know, and let them know that you are available to book Coconut Bay and Serenity. Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. So there you go. I think, yeah, I don't want to send you a link because I don't know whose they are. Some of them might be a tour operator. I think easiest way will be, I'll take a look, see if I can find, oh, wait, I found it because you know why? There's Natalia on the cover walking through the
But
property.
there are links to the spoiled agent webinar, absolutely, which we're happy to. Yeah, Sabrina, you're absolutely welcome to send that out. The link to the spoiled agent recording.
Yes, absolutely. But I'm gonna send you all a video real quick from YouTube so you can grab Coconut Bay. There you go, everyone. Okay. Can you use those videos? Yes, I think you're saying yes right away,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
So
You are
here,
welcome to, for those of you that have social media channels to promote your agencies, you are absolutely welcome to share the videos. We publish videos on our social channels for Coconut Bay and Serenity and on our YouTube channels, and you are welcome to share those.
okay, perfect. So I'll go through, we've got a lot of great questions here.
All
Is the
right.
beach swimmable?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Although we are on the Atlantic or the windward side of the island, our beach is 100% swimmable year round.
Okay, perfect. And do you offer anything for teens?
Yes, we have a teen lounge that we have open, and we also have our paintball course, which our teens tend to enjoy. And then also, our entertainment team pays very specific attention to when we have high counts of teens in-house, and we will schedule specific activities during those periods of times. So that tends to be, again, Christmas, summer, and Easter. When we have those high teen counts, the teen lounge will be open. Our entertainment team will schedule things like scavenger hunts across the resort with the teens, and we'll do fun stuff, like parties with the teens or even a paintball challenge with the teens as well.
Absolutely. Okay. And going back to the beach, I have a lot of beach questions, so I'm going to try to group them up. Is Serenity on the beach or is it set back from the beach?
And that's why I like to keep this map up. So you can see the Serenity Suites are not on the beach, but they are a short 150 steps to the beach. However, as I mentioned earlier, Serenity guests do not walk to the beach. Their butler picks them up. Sabrina, can you see my mouse or no?
I can, let me see one more. Nope.
See the
Yes,
mouse
I
here?
can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Okay, so the Serenity Suites are a short 150 steps to the beach. However, they do not walk to the beach. Their butler picks them up in a golf cart and escorts them all the way to their own oceanfront beach cabanas on the north end of our beach, if you can see my mouse. So
Yes.
while the Serenity Suites are not beachfront, Serenity has their own exclusive oceanfront beach cabanas that are directly on the beach that they get to enjoy at their leisure by reserving with their butler.
Okay, now let's talk about the beach experience. Is there a cost for the beach cabanas?
There is a cost for the beach cabanas for half day or full day for Coconut Bay guests. For Serenity guests that are staying 7 nights or longer, there is no cost.
Okay, and if I am a solo traveler, can I stay at Serenity?
I would not recommend it, and I will tell you why. Serenity is very couples only driven. So, although it is an adults only resort, it is a couples only resort. We have had a handful of single guests stay there if you're comfortable being around all couples.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would say that, for someone who is very sure of themselves, if they don't have a problem being around a lot of honeymooners, that's okay. But I would say for the most part, solo travelers, I would recommend the Harmony Wing at Coconut Bay as opposed to Serenity.
Okay, and then staying on the subject of Serenity, is the catamaran sailing included with the 7 nights, 7+ nights at Serenity? Is it a private sailing?
I'm not sure exactly what they're talking about. So with the 7 night stay for Serenity guests that are booked, the Grand Romance package does include a catamaran sunset cruise for Serenity guests. However, the catamaran tour, that is a land and sea tour, that is not included.
Okay, perfect. And the location in terms of the beach, do you have any issues with seaweed?
Occasionally, we do have sargassum, usually in the summer months, but that is
Okay,
not something we can predict or promise one way or another.
Okay, great. Let's talk now about a few other questions we have. We've got a few on the wedding section. I'm gonna try, or
Sure.
topic. I'm gonna try and keep that separate. Or try to group it together is what I want to say. I was late. Is this recorded? Yes, indeed it is. All of our sessions are always recorded, so please feel free. We often have people, especially when you see something that's beautiful, have to run and call and book their clients. So we record it for you. We know you're busy and we all have them recorded. You can find them. I'll share the page with you once again directly on the Coconut Bay page. So the same agent is saying, I'm bringing a group there May 13th for 5 nights. Who would I contact if I'd like to schedule activities?
Okay, so it depends on if you're talking about private dinners, etc., but you can reach out to Faith, who is our inside sales, especially if you're bringing us a group. That way we can send you some swag for you to share with your group. If you're looking to arrange private dinners or maybe a private tour for the group, Faith can put you in touch with the right contact on resort. So that's sales at CBayNA. To reach Faith, let her know that you're bringing us that group so that we can help them make the arrangements that they need.
Okay, and I've put that in the chat and also directly to you, Regina, so that you have that email. You can copy paste that real
And thank you,
quick.
Regina, for bringing us that group.
Yes. Okay, can you have guests in Waves and Harmony and wedding couple staying in Serenity?
Yes. So the beautiful thing, and thank you for asking that question. That's a great question. The beautiful thing that's kind of happened organically since we opened Serenity is the bride and groom tend to stay in Harmony at Coconut Bay until their wedding day. And then after their wedding day, many of them switch over to Serenity for the honeymoon. Now, why do they do that? Because they can come see the family if they want to, but the family can't go see them. Remember, Serenity guests can enjoy all of Coconut Bay amenities, but it does not go vice versa. Now, if you, the travel agent, choose to book the bride and groom for the entire time in Serenity, that's totally okay too. But what we've seen is just kind of a trend is they tend to stay at Coconut Bay in the Harmony wing until the wedding day, and then they switch over to Serenity for the honeymoon. That way everyone can be together. But if you've got groups that are traveling, absolutely. Some of the group can stay in Harmony. Some of the group can stay in Splash. They will come together in the common areas, for dining or at the pools or at the beach to enjoy each other's company.
So I guess that answers this question. Does the Harmony side have access to the Splash side?
Absolutely. So
Okay.
adults that are staying in Harmony are welcome to go hang out at the lazy river and, the swim up bar, and the water park. In fact, you frequently see more adults going around the lazy river with their sippy cups in hand than you do children. And adults that are staying in Splash are also welcome to go over to the Harmony quiet pool area and, of course, to enjoy the spa. The thing is that children that are staying in Splash cannot wander over to the Harmony side, and they don't want to because it's too quiet.
Yes, of course. Okay, makes sense. And when you're booking Harmony, is it guaranteed doubles or can you guarantee doubles?
You can request the bedding. Let me rephrase that. The bedding is available on request.
Okay.
So if you've got 4 adults that are traveling together, pretty much that's guaranteed a queen room. But if you've got 3 adults that are traveling together or 2 adults that just want separate bedding, you need to put that through on request.
Okay. And speaking of Harmony, have the rooms at Harmony Wing been renovated
Yes,
recently?
that they're under renovations right now. So we started last year and it's going through the first half of this year. And once we're done with Harmony, we intend to start working on Splash.
My goodness, every time we talk, you have something new and exciting and updating, and I love it. Like you've
There's
never,
always
ever
something
stopped.
happening at Coconut Bay. We are always working to improve for the benefit of our guests and for the benefit of your clients. We want you to be able to talk about, did you know they just redid their activity pool deck? They just have a brand new Infinity Edge at Eternity Beach for the weddings. We have a brand new restaurant now, Seasons, our
Yes.
veggie bistro. So we always want you to have something new to talk about. And I would say that our renovations every year is probably one of the main reasons we have a high repeat guest factor, because your clients and our guests know that every time they come, they're going to have something new to see. And one thing I don't want to forget, Sabrina, is when you're sending us those clients, whether it's at Coconut Bay or at Serenity, be sure to let us know. Even if you booked them with your preferred tour operator, no problem. Let us know you're sending us your clients so that we can put a note in the room from you with a bottle of bubbly, especially for Serenity. If you've got honeymoon clients, let us know that you're sending us your special honeymoon, anniversary, birthday clients, so we can put a special note in the room from you. And that's our thank you to you.
Perfect. And I'm not sure if this is sort of repetitive, but this specific question says, when was the last time the family side was updated?
I mean, every year.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, just so that we can directly answer.
Yeah. However, the splash rooms themselves, the overhaul for the splash rooms will start this year once Harmony is finished.
Okay, and we had a request here for Natalia's email that's going in the chat for you, Marina. I also sent you that in the Q&A. And Regina also was asking, is there a list of activities or theme events they can share with their group? There's about 35 people coming in that group, she says.
Absolutely. So Regina, what you can do is when you email Faith, ask her for a copy of the Breeze. I don't talk about the Breeze in our presentations usually because we run out of time, but every guest who checks in on resort, we have a monthly newsletter that goes to that guest. It's called the Breeze. They get it on arrival, and it shows all of the daily activities and nightly entertainment for the week. So if you're sending us clients and maybe you want to do that extra touch before they arrive, especially if it's a group, ask us to get you that copy of the Breeze. So right now I have the February Breeze, and we do them monthly. So because the activities do change sometimes by month, and then there's special activities each month. So for instance, in the month of February, the Breeze features February 22nd was Independence Day. We had Super Bowl Sunday. We had Valentine's Day. We had the grand opening of Seasons Restaurant. March, it'll be something different. So yes, depending on the month that your clients are traveling, ask us to give you a copy of the Breeze. We're happy to email that to you for that particular month.
Okay, fantastic. And speaking of activities, Faye over in our Spoiled Agent US Facebook group says, I have a client that has an autistic child. How would he fit in at Coconut Bay?
I will tell you this, so all of our childcare workers in our kids club are childcare certified. They're also first aid certified. However, they have not been trained at this point to handle autistic children. We are trying to find training for that. It doesn't seem to be readily available. So I would say it depends how functional the child is. Our kids club staff has hosted autistic children before, but it depends how functional they are as to whether or not they will be able to, follow the instructions and work with the pre-arranged activities. So if they're highly functional, they'll be fine. If they're not highly functional, what our kids club might do is they may assign one kids club worker to that child. So I would say, if that family chose to stay at Coconut Bay, then I would want to put them in touch with our kids club manager in advance of arrival so that maybe the parents and the manager could decide the best way to move forward. But again, that depends on how functional the child is.
I love that. Such personalized service, though. So we have on the Kids Club subject, if you have someone under 12 and then a teen, the sibling, can the teen get the swag bag, they wonder?
The tea.
I have
I'm
that
sure
scenario
that
in my
could be
house, I
worked
can
out,
imagine.
although the sizes of the t-shirts probably would not fit the teen.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that depends on
It
if they're,
depends. Yeah,
yeah,
I
it
hear you.
depends on how big that teen is.
Yeah, what
I'm
size they're
sure they'd be
into.
welcome to get the backpack and the water bottle, but the hat and the t-shirt might not fit that teen because we do order youth hats and
Of
youth
course.
Yeah.
Of course, of course. Okay, now let's talk about the fun stuff. Booking. I'm just trying to group the questions together, and there's a lot of agents who want to book you directly, and I know that's a great conversation to have.
Love that.
And
Yep.
I know we're almost running out of time, and I want to get to these. So, when booking direct versus through a tour operator, can the clients make payments until the package is paid for, or do you have to pay in full?
You do not have to pay in full. So what we require is a one night deposit at time of booking. And then final payment is due 45 days in advance of travel. Now, we have many clients who will pay as they go. Like, say they're booking 9 months in advance, they would pay that 1 month, that one night deposit at time of booking. But then we've got clients that, will pay, 400 here, 500 here, so they don't have to do the bulk at that 45-day window. But we
Okay.
collect one night deposit at time of booking, final payment due 45 days in advance of travel. And then on our website, booking through the booking engine, you have payment plans that are also available as well. One thing I do want to recommend to you all that you recommend to your clients is travel insurance. It is a
Mm-hmm.
big deal now. In the winter months, you want to have travel insurance because of snowstorms and potential flight cancellations. In the summer months, you want to have travel insurance because of the H word, which I do not like to say out loud because St. Lucia has avoided that for a long period of time now, which is great. But also, you never know. What if someone in the family
That's right.
falls sick,
Just
and
because. Yep.
it is still out there. So we strongly recommend travel insurance. We have it available whether you book with us in the office directly or if you book on our website.
Absolutely. Okay. And so can you show us the link to that agent portal?
Oh, yes,
Shannon's
absolutely. Let's
asking,
go
how do
back
we
to
book
that.
direct? So of course we saw that, and this is the agent portal. Okay. I am also just quickly gonna take that note. That is fantastic for us to have that. What a great, fantastic way for agents to book direct. And then they were asking about the commission. I know there's different commissions. Would you mind just throwing that up there real quick?
Yes, for Coconut
Please.
Bay, it's 10% on the wedding packages, 13% on direct bookings, 15% on direct groups. The rewards are based on 7 night bookings, starting at the Ocean View room category. And for Serenity, it's 15% on direct bookings across the board. Plus, now you've got the double bonus of up to $300, and that's based on bookings of 7 nights or longer. And all of our rewards are paid on prepaid card. So if you book with your preferred tour operator, no problem, but still be sure to register those bookings at our rewards program so that you can get those rewards.
Okay, fantastic. And let's go to our wedding agents. Do you do sunset weddings? My bride wants a venue with a beautiful sunset behind her.
So in St. Lucia, we cannot do sunset weddings. We have to start the wedding at 4 p.m.
Okay, that makes sense. And you know
So they
what? We
have a
have
time limit as to when the bride and groom can get married. Now, that doesn't mean that they can't take the pictures at sunset, but we have to have the wedding finished. I forget what the exact time is, but the latest time we'll start a wedding is 4 p.m.
okay. And I'm actually just gonna send a link to you real quick to that agent so you can get a direct webinar, a recorded webinar that was done live from the property on destination weddings and
Absolutely.
honeymoons. So
Yeah,
I'm
because
just
then
going to send that your way right now.
you can see our two beautiful newly renovated oceanfront venues. But be sure to tell that bride she can still take her pictures at sunset. They just can't get married at sunset.
Okay, perfect. And then what about your properties as far as accessibility? Is the resort ADA capable?
So we are accessible. We only have at Coconut Bay, unfortunately not at Serenity. There are multiple steps to get into and out of the suites in Serenity, but we do have 5 accessible rooms at Coconut Bay, and we do have elevators at Coconut Bay as well. And so we can accommodate guests who are in wheelchairs.
Okay, and I've just put the link for everyone to the Spoiled Agent page where you can go and look through the webinars. It's right on the bottom of the Coconut Bay page where you can pick any webinar you'd like to. They're fantastic partners. As Natalia said, they are updating on a constant basis. So you can grab, and take a look at all the different things there are to learn about, as well as the niche markets such as romance or destination weddings. You'll find those in the title. So do you run any fam trips, and what are the qualifications?
We don't run fam trips personally. The St. Lucia Tourism Authority does run fam trips. You do need to become a St. Lucia expert in order to be invited to go on those fam trips. And when the St. Lucia Tourism Authority does host a fam trip, Coconut Bay is a part of that. So I would say if you have not become a St. Lucia expert yet, you want to do that. Their program is called the SLEX program, SLEX. And that is how agents are invited to come on FAMs to St. Lucia. And we do work very closely with the Tourism Authority when they host a FAM to be a part of that FAM.
Okay, and I've just added the link for everyone in the chat, so you can find the SLEX program, of course, for you. Now, when you're when you're making a direct booking, can you also add flights?
Absolutely. On our website, when you go into that agent portal, you can book air and hotel or hotel only.
And where do the agents find the rates for agent rates for them to come and experience the property?
On our travel agent page, but also we have it on our spoiled agent page as well, Sabrina.
Okay, there you go. So I'll
And the
send
travel agent rates are only available in low season.
which makes sense. Okay, yep, that absolutely makes sense. So you're gonna find a form. They're offered April 22nd until the 20th of December, it looks like, for this year.
Correct.
So there you go. And then in regards to the programs and Kids Club, are those activities listed? Do you have any type of an app where it might be listed?
All of the Kids Club activities, samples of the forms are available under the Coco Land section of our website. Just be mindful of the fact that those are sample schedules of activities because we do change those activities depending on weather and depending on season, but you can get an idea certainly of what is there. We do not have a resort app at this time. However, we are working on getting one developed because on our 85 acres and 1 mile of beach, there's so much to do and see and enjoy. And that is one of the things that's on our list this year. So that's an excellent question. Thank you.
Yay. Yes. Okay. Fantastic. Well, I think we've covered them all. Thanks for staying a
Oh
little
my
bit
gosh,
over the
that's a lot of
time.
great questions. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today.
Yes, thank you, everyone. Of course, I've always said the best looking, smartest agents are spoiled agents. They know the best. They're the most engaged, and we really love all of you for that. And for all, we really hope that you found the benefit. And it's great to see you asking the questions so you can be the absolute authority on booking your clients to these beautiful properties in St. Lucia. So I want to thank everyone for coming. And hope to see you all again very soon. Natalia, do you have any final words?
No, I will just say, please just take a screenshot of our contact information here. Again, Faith Spencer is our inside sales. Her email is on this slide, sales@cbayna.com. Any questions that you all have, anything that we can do to help you close that sale and manage that booking, we're happy to do that. We love our travel agent partners. We have incentives for you. We have commissions for you. We have rewards for you. And we look forward to working with you and supporting you and helping you close that sale. So thank you again so much for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you in St. Lucia. We look forward to welcoming your clients in our piece of paradise.
Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye for now.
And thank you, Sabrina. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye, Natalia. Always a pleasure. Thanks.